Hi, good evening. It is a pleasure. Sorry about the wait. It's a pleasure to be back, uniquely spoken. I am your host, Darian Zavon, and I have my sister here, my co host.
Josephine, aka Sister Sakina.
Yes, so today's episode, we are talking about, it's a touchy subject, but we want to, you know, break barriers. So, what ships are you in? Whether relationship, whether friendship. What's the meaning of what type of ship? Who knows what's going to be in this cup? My sister, well, my niece, Heaven. Shout out to Heaven. Heaven Rain. Stop dreaming and start doing. Second episode. We're gonna get to it. So, what type of ship is are you in? You ready? You ready?
Let's go.
Imagine that, huh? Hold on. Imagine that. You want to go first? Ladies first. What you get? Oh, I shouldn't even look. But go ahead.
Ooh,
Keep it
this
real.
is a touchy
What you get? What
situation.
ship you get?
Relationship.
The who?
Relationship.
Okay. What does the
Ooh.
relationship means to you?
Oh God. I don't even know where to start. Because it's like really intense and it's a deep subject. So it depends on you as a person, what you are looking for in that particular person. Characteristics,
Mm-hmm.
you know, emotional, how can I say it? Emotional security,
Okay.
okay. Someone to rely on, someone to talk to, companionship, friendship. So it's a lot, when you say a relationship.
So, what do you think that relationship that could that be a friendship or could it be like a partnership? Could it be like a brother and sister relationship, a sister and a sister relationship?
Well, it
What
depends. It
it
depends.
depends on the person, right?
It depends on you coming in and setting boundaries. What type of relationship we have.
Mm.
So if it's like a
Ooh,
commitment ship and it's just gonna be me and you, or
commitment shit.
it's a relationship where okay, you can see other people, I can see other people, we can
No
do our thing.
open, no
Yeah, so
open.
that's the whole thing. You have to be grounded and adamant on what type of relationship you want with another human being. Period. Point blank. And
Mm.
if you don't say something upfront and personal, things seem to go different directions because people just do what they want to do. You know that.
Crunch and munch. Mm.
Yes.
So I want you to ask me that. What do you think a relationship is?
Well, I beg to differ. You tell me.
um, honestly, I was in a toxic one. I'm not gonna lie. For 6 years, and people telling me, like outside sources telling me, don't do it, get out of it, get out of it. But hard headed. I was hard headed and stubborn. Didn't see it for myself until the time came. But I felt like a relationship was on both ends by both parties, whether we're male or female. Um, both have to be financially stable. Both have to have the same interests or can teach one another. So it's like a sort of companionship or partnership. It's not a business relationship though. So what I mean by relationship, like boyfriend girlfriend, boyfriend boyfriend, um, strings attached. Because when people say NSA, no strings attached, how if I'm having sexual intercourse if I can't have like you get strings attached? We're sharing, intercourse.
Like your spirits are
Spirits
intertwining.
are intertwined, and that's emotional distress, whether you believe it or not. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but yeah, I feel like a relationship is a commitment between two people, and that boundary. I agree with that boundary of saying, hey, you want to have an open relationship, or you want to be like committed to just you and I. So again, I I don't want to say I dislike open relationships, but I'm not for it. I'm not against it either. But to me, it's just like jealousy when it comes to threesomes and stuff like that. And that's a whole nother topic. However, we're going to get into that a little later in the episode because imagine that.
Yeah.
We're going to break some barriers down today and break the meaning of it because it's so much that people can say or about a relationship or hopefully I get this one because I really want to speak on it. Either way, I want to speak on it.
Yeah, but you got to be willing to, accept what another person is giving. So, as you're giving, you have to be reciprocating as well. Back and forth.
Reciprocation. So,
Yeah, so
any
it's
type
back and
of
forth.
relationship means you have to reciprocate an energy, reciprocate. I want to say a service, but what is that saying? Do for me as I do. Treat me how you want to be treated, basically. Respect is earned, not given. However, you got to give respect in order to earn it. So it goes both ways. It's not a one-way street when it comes to any type of sort of characteristic. So if I'm giving you respect, not saying I deserve respect back, but you should think that. It's a two-way street. If I can't give you money if you don't work for it, like it's just like, let's talk about this next shit.
You're making me feel like John Wick. I'm here of service and I'm here to be service.
All right, now this is the second ship this is the first ship that I picked.
Go ahead.
I'm about to get emotional.
Don't get emotional. Go ahead.
But this is the authentic man.
Okay, what ship is this?
This ship is kinship, aka family.
Oh.
Family is biological. That just make you blood. That blood, like my family, my backbone, my just like everything. And I'm trying not to cry because the person that I respect so much is sitting right here with me on a podcast, and says when I say I enjoy every moment with you. We laugh, we cry, we share a bunch of emotions, reciprocate the energy. When I was down and out, like depressed, my sister picked me up. You picked me up, and I really want to thank you for that. Your daughters, my two nieces, my nephews, Dreamy Dreams, Spainy Spain. Your family is awesome, and you are a part of my family, and I know I'm a part of yours because every event, she never forgets who, Darian Devon. She never. Not ever. Now I'm not going to say never because I learned not to say never because you're cursing yourself. So I learned so much from you.
Thank you. Teach one, reach one. Love it.
I really thank you.
No, and I love you for just being you, love, at the end of the day.
No matter if I'm black, white, Hispanic, green, purple, pink, yellow, orange, red, blue. Let me talk about purple, nurple. You accept me for who I am. My nieces accept me for who I am. My nephews. It's just like, why can't we accept people with open arms, meet them where they're at, and then help them grow and help them. That's the part of commitment in a relationship. Even as a kinship, that's family. Family doesn't have to be your blood. They say blood is thicker than water. I got some water right here. I feel like family, biological family, is looser than this water, honestly. So this is why I have people in my corner that I can count on that's not biological, and at this point I care, but I don't care. At that moment when that crossroad comes, when I have to have a conversation with my biological father, I will. But when that time comes, so be it. Love my mom to death. God rest her soul. It's just a lot. I learned a lot from my biological family, and for it to, I wouldn't say I'm scarred. I don't want my children, when I have children, I want them to know their biological family, but I also want them to know my extended family. You, because you're my go-to person. You're my sister. I'm your brother, regardless. And when I say,
I'm glad you stamped that.
when I say, listen, you know what's going on day to day. you know, I ain't hear from you I ain't hear from you in 2 days. What's going on? What's new? It's just like I need that. That's grounding. Like you never know. Like, can we get to this ship? What does kinship mean to you? Because I'm ready for the one ship that I'm ready for, and I'm ready to not air out, but just stamp that.
Well, kinship is very deep. And in my religion, in Islam, you're not supposed to break the kinship at all. But at the end of the day, with any human being, everybody's different. And you can agree to disagree at the end of the day. But it shouldn't be a reason where you stop speaking, you distance yourself, you're not dealing with somebody, whether it be your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your aunt, siblings, brothers and sisters, cousins and cousins. Why? What is so deep to the point where you feel as though I need to shelf this person? I no longer want to see this person. I no longer want to talk to this person. I hate this person. This person gets on my nerves. This person is DNA related to you, okay? This is your bloodline. This is your family. This is your kinship. So at the end of the day, why? But you can deal with something so toxic and bad in the street, or something, or indulge in negativity, okay, or something that's corrupt and bad. But yet, when it comes to trying to settle something and making amends, or reach out the olive branch and say, here, let's stop arguing, toiling over the petty hit or miss stuff, and let's be on one accord. We don't want to do that at the end of the day. We'd rather still have the animosity, have the vendettas, be
agree.
evil, not communicate. And my whole thing is, if you're a man and you're a woman, that's part of growing up in womanhood and manhood. Say what's on your mind. Say what's in your heart, your mind and your spirit. Okay? And the whole thing is the way you present it. You can do it in a respectful way. And at the end of the day, excuse me, as an adult, I should be able to reciprocate that, take it in. Okay, bam. Constructive criticism, that's how you feel. You have a right to your opinion. If I'm doing something that's disrespectful to you or making you feel uncomfortable, then let me know that. I'll redirect how I speak or what I say if it makes you feel better or puts you in a comfortable place. But you have to speak up and you have to say something. I can't read your mind. I don't have telekinesis. This is not Carrie, okay? When I can stop and move my eyes. Yes, okay. So my whole thing is, at the end of the day, key is communication. And sometimes all it takes is for you to open your mouth and say something. Like they tell you, a closed mouth can't get fed. You have to speak up and say, I'm perished. I'd like something to eat right about now, but I can't read your mind to see that you're hungry or you like something to eat unless you speak out your mouth and say it.
I agree.
Hello?
So, I may be, asking this question after another too, but I'm going to save it.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's up to you next.
That's what I just said. Okay. Because that hand was going in that
pot. Ooh.
Situationship.
What's that?
Now, you got me on that one. That situation, the only thing I can think of, what you say situationship, is just the situation we allow ourselves to get caught up into.
Ooh, I didn't even think you was going to go there, but okay, go ahead.
And no, I'm serious. And they become situationships because we build those ships, okay? And we allow those ships to just float and do what they want to do till they crash, okay, like Titanic, okay, right on the iceberg. And you sinking in that situationship because you allowed it to go past bedtime. And sometimes, we got to throw the anchor down, stop the ship, bring it on in a notch. Let's let that thing go. Okay, early. Because sometimes it don't pan out the way you want it to pan out.
You hit it down.
And when I say emotions is nothing to play with.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yes,
and
honey.
I feel like
and them heart valves ain't nothing to play with when they get tugged on.
Y'all see my heart?
Got me feeling ain't
caught up.
And it's like I tell people, when you have a broken heart or you are hurting or your feelings are disrupted and hurt, it is like a liquid pain that runs through your body. No medication, no injection, nothing can soothe that pain at that particular time. Period, point blank. And it is an open wound that cannot heal overnight. And you like, oh my God, how long am I going to be in this pain? And some people be in pain for months, weeks, years, okay, until they finally heal up. So there is no time span or no time guard on how long it takes a person to heal from being hurt. So be mindful of how you take somebody's heart, and when you give your heart out, make sure you give it back the same way they gave it
Imagine
to
that.
you. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. This
situationship.
shit.
I'm gonna be honest. That's why I said imagine that, because I'm taking a deep breath, because it's just like my last relationship was a situationship in a sense, and for 6 years I did not understand it. However, I understood it now that I'm looking back and taking time to relearn myself, and to even with some people that, oh, what's up, bro? I am not your bro. I'm sorry. For real, people that call me, oh, what's up, Brista? I'm not your Brista, your sister and your brother. I'm sorry. Again, I say this to say, right? But in, like, a situationship is like it's like a friends with benefits in a sense. From where I'm standing. So yeah, in the LGBTQIA community, it's a lot of situationships. No shade, sorry, but all shade intended. Um, I don't want to indulge in anything that somebody else has is attached to. For instance, you know deep down inside you're in a relationship, but you want to have a side piece. Oh no, I can't do that. I'm
You
respectful of,
forgot to say hidden side piece.
but I'll make myself known if I'm the side piece. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like no miscommunication or like, I I don't like that, because I wouldn't put nobody in that predicament. So once I find out, oh, all hell break loose. That's when, like, my feelings are hurt. Like, you didn't tell me. My first relationship, my first love, did that, and I was like, wow. I'm like, wow. So it's just like, and that wasn't the 6 year. That wasn't the most recent. I've been in only 3 relationships, but two was a situationship. Um, so yeah, I feel like a situationship is a person that's like a friends with benefits. But only one of them is benefit. It's like a sexual thing, or a monetary thing. But again, um, I don't. I feel like I don't dislike a situationship until this is where we dislike it as a people. I'm gonna say as a male, because if I don't know I'm a side piece, and I'm saying, oh, I'm the main, somebody, the other person or the partner saying, oh, I'm the main person, I'm the main, his main committed partner, then when I see you going other places and hanging out with this person too much, it's like, what's going on? I can think for myself, but I'm not going to assume, because my uncle always told me, if people that assume is a fool.
Well,
A wise man and woman, a wise man and a wise woman ask questions. So if I'm gonna ask questions for clarity, again, I'm not asking questions to get you, like, I will be honest. I want you to be honest with me. So at the end of the day, if I'm asking you, if you're my partner, hey, where you been? And I know where you've been and you lie, you have a chance to tell the opportunity. There's a choice to tell the truth or to lie.
well, to assume is to make an ass out of yourself, and then to realize that, okay, that's my main joint, you my side bitch.
But I
There you
don't
go,
know.
and
But
see
I
that's the whole
don't
thing,
know.
and that's where it gets summed up at. And see, the reality has to kick in
And you
because
have
see,
a
we play the
choice.
denial game, like. Okay, stop acting like you don't already know the situation at hand. You already know the situation at hand because the majority of the time he's seeing you is anywhere from 11 o'clock at night to the wee hours of the morning, okay? Yeah, side times. So the whole thing is, okay, are we outside during the daytime? Are we doing stuff that couples do during the daytime? Are we being seen out in the view of eyes in the public?
Girl,
No,
girl,
we're not.
girl, girl,
So yeah,
girl. Tell them again. Girl,
yeah.
girl, 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 girl. You said you just hitting it on the nose every time. I'm just waiting for this one type of ship, and I'm gonna go off. So I know. Oh, it's my turn to pick. Oh, I
Yes, it
just picked.
is.
Hold on. Ooh, girl. Hold on. My courtship. I feel like courtship is this not the one. Courtship is when you're courting and you're lying. To me, courtship, I feel like, is you like the person, but not enough to say it. Not enough to, like, say, hey, I want to be in a committed relationship. So courtship has enough, like, it's about partnership. It's about, like, you're courting me. You're like, you buying me stuff, like a sponsorship in a sense. Like, you're sponsoring me. you're showering me with gifts, you're showering me with money, monetarily, like monetary, like the glitz and the glamour of things, and it's like you're buying my love.
Okay, indecent proposal.
But you can't love. You can't buy. You can't buy. You can't buy. I rather listen. I'm gonna be honest. I rather some Reeboks than some Jordans, some Fendi. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be honest because I rather because at the end of the day, you spending too much money. You know you don't like me. You're trying to get one thing.
Okay,
You're,
50
you're trying to
Shades of
get.
Grey.
You're trying to get one thing, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, who else you getting into this to? You know? So you're trying to court my love with like, materialistic stuff. I'm not a material person, like a material girl, material boy, whatever you want to call it. I'm not materialistic. So it's just like, yeah, I like nice things, but I like to work hard for it. So I like it like that.
No, I like. Stop playing. You talking about you not a material girl? Stop playing.
Well,
Madonna would be very upset. That's what her main hit songs.
So I'm gonna be honest. If I work hard for it and spend it on my hard-earned penny, yeah. But for instance, I'll accept the gift from you and my family, from my nieces. I won't accept it from outsiders because, like, as far as a guy trying to that I don't know that's trying to give me something. You like me? Just say you like me, and it's better than let's have a conversation whether you shower me with gifts. Can we have a conversation about, hey, can we build? Let's build on stuff like. I like fashion. I like this. How can I help you? Help me. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on.
So you want to monopolize on what you're trying to do, your aspirations, your goals, and your dreams.
Yes, because at the end of the day, I don't care. I make money regardless. Like,
but you're just not into.
I'm not into
the materialistic rule. That's all. You're just not into material.
I can get it myself. I got a pair, Fendi and I. It's just come on.
Okay.
Hard earned penny. Okay. But again, I won't accept it from somebody I don't know and trying to get to know me. No, I'm gonna be honest. You can take me out on a date.
Well, do you think not accepting a gift means that in return they want something from you?
They do.
Okay.
And that's where I'm getting at.
Yeah,
because
but then that leads to something different too.
Several times, I ain't gonna lie, several times this year, it's just like, what's that little baby? It's one of the his little quotes, little baby song. He said, "What you gonna do for me if I can't?" Something like this. I don't know. It was a quote. He said, "What you gonna do for me if I can't?" Something. It's something on the lines of, basically, I got somebody that can do it for me. But what you gonna do for me that this person can't do? Like, so you're using that person. I don't got time. I don't got time to be called a user. No, I'm not a user. I'm a giver. At the end of the day, I'm not going to shower anybody with gifts and I know they don't like me. 1. 2, I want to have a conversation about a mutual, honestly, a mutual 50-50. Go on a date. I'm not paying all the time. You got to pay. That's standard. Like, I thank you for taking me out on a date. And I'm going to reciprocate that after this. Where we going? She don't even know.
But see, the whole thing is, even with that, that's the whole thing.
So,
the guidelines, you can have somebody to take you out to eat, and even after they feed you, okay, like, what's up? So yeah, they want so that means they still might want something just for their meal,
they
love.
want the kitty, baby.
Okay, yeah.
And it ain't happening.
All right.
Right. Ain't happening. No kitty. Around that back to the. So what do you mean? What do you think about courtship?
I don't know, because it sounds so young, like courtship. Like, okay, like you teenagers. That's, that was the word back in the day, courtship.
I know.
Teenagers, when you was, like 16, 17, you be courting, we talking. So that's how I look at it. So it doesn't really.
It doesn't resonate.
It doesn't do anything with me. Either I'm dealing with you, I'm not dealing with you, and we already know our situation at hand. But courting, no, I'm not courting. Okay, that's just sitting down on the steps, flirting with a little boy next door, down the street, or somebody that's coming through the block. Okay, that's old. Stop. Early.
Drop. Go ahead. You might get the one that I'm talking about, that I really want to talk about. It might be the last one now. Who knows?
Oh.
What is it?
No, it's not. That's the one you wanted, love it.
What is it?
Friendship.
Can you depend on... Hold on. Can you depend on it?
No, friendship is a lot. And my whole thing
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. First of all, you have to be a just soul. A lot of us are not just. Okay, that's number one. You have to be just. Okay, before we can get to the loyalty part. Ooh. So you have to be just, regardless if it's kinship involved, friendship involved, enemy involved, situation involved, whatever is going on, you have to be a just person. My thing is, at the end of the day, if I'm dealing with you, okay, for example, okay, and
I'm
this
listening.
person says, okay, Darian did X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, okay, that was some real foul, nasty betrayal, undercut, filthiness. Okay, and I'm looking at you. Did you do that? Okay, and I need you to be one on one with me. What's up? And you like,
Let's do a scenario.
yeah,
A little
and you
scenario.
like, yeah, I did it. Okay, that's not cool. And I'm not feeling that whole situation. And I'm letting you know from my heart of hearts. Because if you do that shit with them, you'll do that with me at the drop of a dime. So I'm letting you know,
So
pump the
ooh,
brakes. We not doing them services. Because
stop.
time is ticking before you do that little shicey shit with me. So we're not doing them services.
Tell 'em
Period,
again.
point blank. In
Tell 'em
that
again.
order.
Straight
Okay.
and forward
So
and to
my
the
thing
point.
is, you have to be just in order to be straight up and down like 6 o'clock with whoever you're dealing with in a friendship, okay?
6 o'clock, straight up and down.
There you go. And my whole
Vertical.
thing is, and then loyalty kicks in, and you have to be loyal at the end of the day. And that's something that doesn't happen after growing up. That has to be, embedded in you, okay?
Am I
Period,
loyal?
point blank.
Am I loyal?
I hope so. You better be. Shit.
No, no.
Stop playing.
From one of the qualities, my quality, I'm asking, I want you to be 110% with me. Am I loyal?
Yes. When it comes to our relationship,
Yes.
yes.
And to my nieces and nephews, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm ready. You got some more to say about friendship?
No, just far as being just, being a loyal individual. And then my whole thing is respecting each other with boundaries. If it's something that's going on and you don't like it, pull my coattail and let me know, hey, I love you. I don't like how you doing X, Y, and Z, or I feel a certain type of way when you do that. All right, I won't do it no more. But it wasn't no seriousness in it, and I wasn't trying to make fun of you or hurt your feelings. You my girl and I love you. But I'm glad you said that, and if it bothers you or offends you, I'll stop.
So how about this?
Right.
You at a party, somebody invites you somewhere. One of your quote unquote friends invites you somewhere. And that's just a hypothetical situation. A good friend or a girlfriend invites you to her party. She tells everybody else what to wear, like a specific, but they tell you to wear something different. And we get there. And you already feeling the vibe before you get there. So it's just like they keep changing the inconsistent with the information that's given. So the dress code and whatnot, and where the event is taking place. So would you get upset when you get there and nobody's there? I'm just asking. Is that a friend? One.
Okay, so if you're saying if I was invited out by a close friend, okay, to a certain venue or a certain event, and when I arrived at the event or the venue and no one was there to receive me and no one was there participating in the event, would I be upset? No, I would just text and be like, okay, see, nobody's here, wrong information given. She's getting ready to veto exit stage left, and I'm going home. Catch you on the flip side.
Okay.
I'm not stressing myself out about something that really didn't need me there, period, point blank, in that order.
All right. So this is what I mean by friendship. I'm gonna be totally honest. Friendship. Again, everybody is not my friend, and I'm not your friend. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very nice and very cordial, very, like, straight into the point. I'm not shady. Everybody calls me shady, but I'm not shady. I can get shady, but again, why be shady? But if I'm telling the truth, I'm telling the truth. I'm being honest. So again, if you don't like my honesty and how I say it, get away from me. Don't be around me. Don't say I'm your friend. I'm not your friend. One, friends don't use each other. A friend is both reciprocating and benefits. I'm sorry.
Beneficial.
They're both. So a friend is going to be reciprocating benefits. They're going to benefit from one another. So again, if I'm a sewer and you're a designer, right? And you ask me to sew your design, and you're my friend, cool. But I'm still going to charge you regardless. However much you want to charge me, cool. I'll do it. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, hey, if you charge, let's say you charge another designer, because I'm your go-to designer, and it's just like, oh, all right, cool, but I keep charging you the standard amount. You want me to charge you because let's use this as an example because I'm getting mad right now about the friendship part because I worked at a sneaker store. Let's say this. I worked at a sneaker store and people were coming, oh, can I get a discount? I don't know you like that enough to give you a discount. And no, that discount is for me. I'm an employee, not you. So I'm not giving out a discount to anyone unless I know you need it. For instance, if I'm buying it, it's going to be a discount. You're not buying it and getting my discount. You get what I'm saying? You're not benefit because I work at a store and I get 40% off. No, you pay the full price. I'm saying that to say because at the end of the day, I had so many people. That's why I quit Snipes. Because people was like, oh, I'm coming up to get a discount. You can come, but you won't get a discount. One. Two, I'm not going to keep going back and forth in a friendship. A friendship, you either my friend or not. And I'm telling you, a lot of y'all are not my friends. A friend doesn't laugh at me or talk behind my back. A friend don't just block me and not have a conversation. You wasn't my friend. You wasn't my sister. You wasn't anything above, like, for me. You was against me the whole entire time because I didn't listen to your advice. Excuse me, at that time. Excuse me. There was a lot of things that happened over this past year that really, like, even in this year, that struck a nerve with me. But I did it gracefully and never spoke about it. I spoke about it with you. And even down to the food stamps. And I'm going to just get this. It's my food stamps. I get it from the government, not you. You have a child. You have children. Go get it yourself. Go apply. You make too much. Sorry. Not on me. It's not. When there's a will, there's a way. And I'm not discrediting anybody that cannot get food stamps. However, when there's a will, there's a way. You can go to these resources that I'm very resourceful. I can give you resources, but I'm not giving you my food stamps. One, because you have done nothing but disrespect me as a friend, as a human being. And I had to say that because that was on my heart today. People, a lot of quote unquote friends, sisters, brothers, no, you're not my brother, you're not my friend, you're not my sister. This is my sister right here. Again, I'm not going to keep reiterating it. I have a couple friends that I can call right now and they will answer if they're not at work. Again, I only answer a couple of people, and a couple of people can get through to me.
And you know what's deep? You have to, take accountability for yourself.
I
People,
allowed it.
yeah, people only do what you
What you
allow
allow.
them to
Ooh.
do. And see, you have to stop them at the door, like I say, and say, hey, not with me. Okay, now maybe with somebody else, because that's what you're used to doing with them, but you can't do that with me. So you have to either redirect or direct the situation at hand. Okay,
Stage
but
left.
there you go. Period,
Stage
point
left.
blank, in that order.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not. Listen, when I say I'm not going to jail, I'm not getting on probation, I'm not doing anything, I will walk away before anger consumes me. I'm gonna be honest. This is the real me, and I'm very passionate about what I do and who I like. Family. I'm really passionate about my family, and I
But you
take
know
that.
what's
My friends are my family. So again, if I call you sister, if I call you my brother, if I call you my brister, that means a lot to me. I don't just say it just to say it. I don't. A lot of people use friend. Oh, hey friend. Hey sis. Hey bro. So loosely, so inadvertently that you lose the meaning of it every time you say it. So again, I say that to say I am not a lot of people's friends. I'm not. I'm cordial with you, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you because at the end of the day, if I lie to you, I'm lying to myself. I'm speaking nothing but the truth, and I'm tired of people saying,
you
"Oh, I'm
can't even be
shady."
well. Then you can't lie to them because then you're not being true to yourself.
My point.
And then you
So
have to differ between the two. See, when you say friendship, okay, you can have a friendship, and then you can have association. They're associates, so you have to differ between the two.
but you guilty
Okay.
by association, which you hang around, right?
Okay. Well, birds of a feather flock together.
Yes. If we get to this last one, we gotta say this together.
Oh,
Ooh,
snake ship.
Cause baby, the snakes is in the grass, baby. They come up as, oh friend, hey friend, I missed you. Do you miss me? You got my number, you got my Instagram, you got my Facebook.
You know what's so cute though? The story that my dad told me when I was little
I wanna hear it.
about and I was laughing. So, I'm like, what story you want to tell? You talking about, I'll tell you about friendship. I said, okay. So I'm sitting down listening. He was like, it was a man. He lived out in the woods by himself. He was an old retired farmer.
Mm-hmm.
So he lived out by the lake in the bay.
I'm listening.
So he decided to go out one day. So he went out and he went hunting. And on his travels towards hunting, he ran over a snake that was wounded and hurt and bleeding out.
He ran over a snake, y'all.
Yes. And the snake looked at him and said, "Can you please help me? Because I am dying and I really
Ooh.
need your help." And so the man thought about it and was like, "I really don't know this snake like this,
Mm.
but he's asking for my help. So I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to go ahead and help him out the kindness of my heart." So he
Mm.
picked the snake up, put the snake in his backpack,
Mm-hmm.
and went on and carried him home.
Mm-hmm.
So he took him back in the house, took him out the backpack, and sat him down, and was like, "Mr. Snake, this is my home, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
help you get better. And until you get better, this can be your home as well." He said,
Mm.
"Fine." So every day, he'd make sure he feed the snake, take care of the snake, wrap the snake's wounds up, make
Mm.
sure he was healing and getting him back to better again.
Did the snake bite him?
So maybe on, let's say, the sixth or seventh day, the man was going out on his regular ritual hunting. And so as he was going out the door, he looked around and he said, "Well, where's my snake friend at? Usually he's laying down here on the couch or around in the area, chilling." And so he couldn't find him. And he was like, "Mr. Snake, where you at? I don't see you. What's going on? You okay?" And he kept
Mm.
calling him. He didn't get any response. So he said, "Well, maybe he's outside. Maybe he went for some air." So he goes to open up the door. And lo and behold, as he goes to open up the door, the snake was in the corner of the door and he struck him. And he
Mm.
stopped and he jumped and he said, "Why, Mr. Snake, did you do that to me? I've been nothing but a good friend to you, a
Mm.
caring friend, a loving friend,
Mm.
a nurturing
Mm.
friend."
Mm.
And the snake said to him, "I know all of that, but you knew what I was when you picked me up and you took me
Ooh.
home. And if you thought I was going to change my colors or my stride because of who you are, sorry, was not." And he said, "Thanks again," and
Whew.
swiveled on out the door.
He slithered, baby.
He slivered
The
because he was
slither.
healthy. He wasn't broke down no more.
So this next segment, is some quotes that I came up with. Well, not came up, but I ran across. This the last one we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
You wanna pick one? This is some quotes I came over. I came about. Um, ran across. Oh, you can. Mm-mm. That was the one I was trying to look for.
Okay.
That was
No,
the other shit.
oh, that's horrible. You need to get your life twice.
Sorry, y'all. This is, getting prepared. You can pick. Yeah.
Are you sure I love it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
No ham, no cheese.
Okay. So am I reading this whole quote?
Read it all.
Okay. This is the quote you wrote. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This season.
Mm-hmm. And what season?
Okay.
This season.
This season by Darian Devine.
No, not my
"I
one.
will remove myself before I allow anger to consume me ever again. I like to live, laugh, and love. I enjoy being happy. So, if I must distance myself to keep things that way, I will."
And sure enough, I will. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to allow you to get me angry. I'm not going to allow myself to get angry. Or for anger to consume me, because where is that going to leave me? In jail, homeless, jobless. Like,
Destitute.
so again, I'm not gonna allow that to consume me. Again, I'm so proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself. And when I say got my dream job, I got my little own office, y'all. Holla at me
God is good all the time,
all the
baby.
time,
And
and
you
not
better
not
know it. If it's
not
not
that
for him, none of this will be going on right about now. That's
for
why I say
sure.
lawsuit panel with Tyler first and foremost, okay? Before any and everything.
Oh, in this season, I'm no longer wasting energy clinging to disintegrating relationships. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start that over. I'm gonna say that again. This season, I'm no longer wasting energy clinging to disintegrating friendships, relationships, whatever type of ship you want to call it. If the time is up, it's just that the time is up. No hard feelings on my end, and shouldn't be on yours. Again, I led with positivity. I led with any friendship with honesty, with being honest, being a friend. Um, and I got betrayed. So that snake, those snakes, plural. Yeah. May God be with you.
Hold on to that gratitude, love.
Listen, I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to do it gracefully though. I'm
Be
not trying to be,
grateful. Hold on to the gratitude.
you know.
And always remember, what's meant for you will come to you, and what's not meant for you will truly pass you by.
Ooh, ooh, say that again. No, because that's hitting me because I'm about to cry. I don't want to cry.
No,
Come on.
I'm quoting from the Noble Kitab. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, what is meant for you will truly pass you by, and what is not meant for you, what is meant for you will come to you, and what is not meant for you will truly pass you by. That's it. And as he say, we love what is not good for us, and what is good for us, we shy away from it.
Ooh. Ooh. She ate down.
And that's the truth, honey. And we all ate some of that pie.
Ooh, come on. You gonna pick? We got it.
This season, I am no longer staying in places or relationships that make me feel small, discouraged, and out of place. I am going where I feel good, welcomed, and supported.
Supported. Support. Welcome. Where I feel good, welcome, and supported. That's it. That's all. Period. I'm sorry. That said it right there. If you don't like it, deuces. Be gone. Your breath is too strong. Wait a minute. Come back. You need that Tic Tac? No, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going to do that. This is the last. Hold on. Is it? No. All right. So I just saw this on Instagram. I was scrolling one day. Don't complicate life. So this is what I mean by this. If you're missing somebody, call them. Want to meet up? Invite somebody to go somewhere. You want to be understood? Explain. Have a question? What you going to do? If you have a question, if you have a question with anything, you're going to ask, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't like something?
Child, you can't fix everything. So you can forget that.
Well, in a sense, you could try. You could try to fix it. You like something, state it. Like, hey, I like your outfit. I like your... No, I ain't gonna lie. I love your outfit right now.
Thanks, Stink.
I love it. Not like, I love.
Thank you.
You want something, you better work for it. Because then they're going to get handed to you. I'm sorry. I had to say that because... Had to say it like that because at the end of the day... People like, can I borrow? What you gonna do for it? Not like that, but why am I letting you borrow money from me and I don't have it? Every time somebody asks me, I don't have it. Even if I have millions of dollars, I don't have it. I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody have the same opportunity, the same 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. Every time you wake up, to thank God, to thank the higher being, and then to choose positivity. Whether you choose positivity or not, that's on you. You work. You set the tone for each day.
But there's a difference between borrow and can I have. So that's what differs people in adulthood. Okay.
Okay.
Because when you ask for something, that means I need it. Okay. I can't really give it back to you. And when you're saying you're borrowing, that means I'm going to give it back to you at a designated time or a certain time. So yeah, it's a difference between the two.
So keep your life simple. And if this is the last thing, if you love someone, tell them, share with them. Says I really love you.
And I love you more, Boo Snaps.
It's the Boo Snap for me, Crimpin'. There are little nicknames we came up with each other. Crunch-a-munch. What's it? Crunch-a-munch.
I'm not playing with you.
And this is the last one before we wrap this up. And this is a little excerpt, baby. Not the 10 Commandments, but you want to read?
You want me to read it? Oh,
God. I could read the last part if you want.
I'll read it.
Oh.
Okay, yes, because I feel like I'm in school reading the essay.
I'll read the last part. The bold.
Our friend circle changes as we mature because we start to separate what is real from what was just real fun. Going out and hanging out does not make you real friends.
Say that again.
Hanging out and going out does not make you real friends. Growing up together and knowing each other for 10 years does not make you friends.
That part.
Being the best co-workers does not make you friends.
That part.
Even being sisters and brothers and cousins does not make you friends. It is the level of your loyalty, consistency, values, dependability, and support that makes you friends.
Can you emphasize that again? It's
okay.
your what? It's the level of your what?
Emphasis on loyalty, consistency, values, dependability, and support that makes you friends. Many people hang out regularly but cannot count on each other when you need them the most. So understand it is nothing personal. Sometimes you outgrow old interests in people.
And here's where I come in. Do not let history dictate your growing process. Remember this. You are not acting funny. You just elevated to the reality and the perspective of what a friend truly is. And I'm going to emphasize that again. You have elevated to the reality and perspective of what a friend truly is. Meaning if I don't speak to you, I don't have to speak to you. Again, I elevated my life. We are no longer I can be cordial, but I'm not going to sit here and tell, "Oh, why we don't hang out no more?" You should know I elevated. I'm not going to keep. You already blocked me. Well, I'm not going to keep getting into details. I'm not going to keep explaining myself. There's no need to me to explain. I'm grown. I'm grown. So again, I wish everybody nothing but the best. Past relationships, past friendships, past whatever ship. But I just want to continue to say I love you. I really do. My nieces, my nephews, like your family, it's my family, and I'm stamping that because at the end of the day, there comes a time where you're only getting older. You're not getting any younger. So it's just like I know I'm not. So again, I just want to like end off by saying like that, like I appreciate you. I know always will appreciate you.
Well, thank you for your bold honesty. And I appreciate you as
So what
well.
we gonna do?
And I love you.
I'm gonna be daring,
I'm going to be bold.
and we're gonna be us, but be
Bingo.
you. And that's a wrap, y'all. Please go subscribe, YouTube family. It's called the Uniquely Spoken Podcast. Also on Instagram, I am Darian.Devon. On Instagram, Facebook as well. I'm showing my content on there as well. Yeah, it's a wrap, y'all.
See you next time.